I think we need to make merch that says praising Jesus on these knees.
Yeah, we should. Oh, fire. Dude, you announced it, so now we have to ASAP before somebody tries to get that.
I love ASAP Rocky.
Mm.
Welcome back to the podcast. Just two average, and I mean
Average.
girls taking their phone calls to the podcast.
You're welcome.
We got to work on it intro shops, like
We do, but I think we also should use the intro and merch too. Just two average girls taking our podcast or taking our
Do you
phone
see what
calls
I
to
was
the
saying there?
podcast.
Like, I think I
Welcome.
want like us to have our like the merch line
Yeah.
be like the two average girls.
Yeah.
Two average girls merch.
Two average girls taking their podcast or taking their phone calls.
We
to
were
the podcast.
dancers. It was the two dancing fools. Now we talk. It's the two talking
Yeah.
fools, and we're gonna have this cool merch line out. Me versus me is one of them.
Love
one
it.
of our hoodies. But anyways, I
Fire.
digress. This next episode, I am happy we're having it because I need to kind of get this off my chest.
Mm.
And I'm hoping somebody can relate to how at least I interact with people on a day-to-day basis. I hope it makes sense.
Go for it, bud.
And then we need to decide, like, what is it?
Okay, what is it? Let's talk.
So, like, I get a lot of messages, just kind of doing multiple things in my life, big family, all that. My family is taken out of this, of course, and Adriana and Enzo and all that, whatever. And then you have, like your friends and
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
You've got, I still do like a lot of social media management for companies and stuff like that. So on a day-to-day basis, I can get a shitload of communication.
Oh no! Are you talking about like texts
Facebook
and
messages,
Facebook messengers? Oh
text
God, I'm the
messages,
worst.
Instagram messages.
I'm the worst at responding. I'm so
stuff
scared.
on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Through the website, running two live chats.
I'm glad we're talking about this. You know why? I'm the worst. I get super overwhelmed, bro. I get wicked overwhelmed.
So, like, it's a lot, and there's gonna be, we're gonna like get somebody on this, and if you know of somebody who can discuss it, like an expert.
Yeah.
I don't want to just talk to somebody with another opinion. I want to really get down to
the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty of it.
Yeah.
Is it because it's too many communications happening at once? So for instance, like, there might be messages that line up in my, say, Facebook Messenger, and by the end of the day or throughout the day, for whatever reason, I can't get to them. Even if I'm sitting on the couch and I can see that the message is unread,
yeah,
I still cannot open it.
No, oh my God.
Do you do the same thing?
Dude, just talking about this is giving me the worst anxiety. You know why?
We have to get, it's the truth.
No, it's true.
Or either that or we're the only one, Shaba.
No,
I don't know.
It's true. It's so true. You know why? Because I have multiple group chats, and I'm not just talking about Messenger. Like, I'm not talking about just Messenger. I'm talking about like text messages, multiple different group chats, whether it's family group chats and then like sub family group chats and then chats with my daughters and then different things that I do.
Oh, it goes on
like,
and on and on.
So
and
many
on.
chats. And then the thing is, and then I feel bad because like I will respond, like, so if I'm at work, right, I'm very mindful of trying not to be on my phone, but there's some things that I really do need to respond to. So like my daughters, I will always respond to them. I like that. That's a non-factor. So I, will respond to them or whatever. And then my brother, I will always respond to him. But I feel bad because then I'm like, oh shoot, I might have missed something. Or if somebody catches me on my lunch break, everybody knows when I take my lunch break at the same time. So then it's like, okay, I will respond to this person, whether it's on Messenger or I'll respond to this person on text message. But then I will think that I responded to somebody because I'll say it in my head. And then I look and then like the next day or 2 days go by and then I like don't respond. And and I feel bad because I'm like, oh my goodness, and I feel the need to explain, like, I'm really sorry that I missed this. Like, it's been really busy. And then I'm like, well, why do I have to explain that? But then I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them or I don't want people to feel bad.
I'll tell you what it is.
It's a real thing.
You know what I think part of it is too?
Thing.
I think that
it's such a real thing.
The reason why, okay, so if you had to guess right now, how many, just give me a number, roughly. Oh, though, I can't open mine, but you can. But
Yeah.
how many text messages does it say that you have unread right now? If I'm upwards of 200 and something.
Damn. I believe that.
Okay, granted, a lot of it, maybe not that many.
That's
It
a
was at
lot.
one time.
No, I believe you. I'm trying to unlock my book right now. Hold on.
That's including like every group chat.
38.
Okay, yeah. So I think part of it, is for me, it's with how busy you are during the day, and yes, you don't really want to be on your phone during work a lot because that's like time theft. And I'm not being a jerk about it, but like
Yeah,
you have to be conscious of that. Like, but
for sure. And you gotta stay
and
focused.
you got to stay focused. Like you get hired to do a job. I don't give a shit if you know if you don't like it, you can move, but you got to do your job.
No, for sure. And then you want to make sure that you're not abusing your time because you got work you got to get done. But then there's times where like I find myself where somebody will ask me a question about something and then I will, and it could be anything. It really honestly could be anything. It could be church, it could be anything. And then it ends up being a conversation
That you just nailed
when
it right on the head.
right when you're at work or you're doing something and then I'm like shit, like I'm at work, like I can't believe like I've just been having this conversation for like whatever the period of time is.
See, the problem is that when somebody communicates with you, they might ask you a question. Say, for instance, they ask me a question. I want to
Yeah.
answer them. However, I don't want the conversation to go on much farther than that. So, but I don't want you to take offense to that.
Yeah, I know.
We
I
have to
hear
come up with
you.
like a business casual, like texting style where it's like, yes, kind of get to the point, but do know that I love you. I'm just very busy. I want to ask you how you are, but I don't have a lot of time to respond. And I don't need another text thread message going on right now. It's not that I
Yeah.
don't love you. I'm just swamped. I think
No, that's true. That's so true.
some people are used to having really in-depth big conversations like on text and messenger and things like that, but and to some extent I can too in
Mm.
instances, but for the most part it needs to be kind of quick because
Yeah, if so so I've gotten better to some extent. Like I still have a lot of work that I need to do in this area. So I'm glad we're having this conversation. So I will respond if I am engaged in a conversation or whatever, but at work I struggle because I I have to focus and there's a lot that I have to do in any given day, right? So I can't be having like conversations. So I will let people know like, hey, I'm at work or I just won't respond right away. I'll leave it unread with the intentions and hopes that I'm going to respond. And I think in my head, I'm like, I really hope I do respond to this later. But if I don't, then I apologize. And a busy day or whatever. Most people will understand. You have a couple where it's like, I think I had a friend one time where she didn't I don't remember what it was she said. And I kind of got a little bit irritated by it because it was like she was questioning my schedule or questioning the fact that I was on Facebook or whatever it was. And I'm like, the fuck? Wait, what? Like, are we really questioning why I didn't? So, anyways, and I adore this person. I haven't spoken to her in quite some time.
but we
Um,
adore her.
I mean, I do. She's a wonderful person, but I haven't spoken to her in quite some time. Like it's probably been like a maybe a year or so. I don't know.
Why don't
But
you invite her to Festivus?
yeah, I don't know about that. But but I love her though. No, but I'm like no, but I'm gonna get into this though because I think this is very important too. So she wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person, and I was like, I can't even believe we're having this like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like I don't need to explain myself to anybody. But the thing was, this is the same person who had said, when she was dating different people at the time was upset that a guy didn't text her like he got to she said they were texting in the morning whatever before he got to work. He got to work and then he said, oh, it's going to be a busy day or whatever. And then she sent him a text at lunch. He didn't respond. And then he normally gets home at such and such a time and he didn't respond. And I said to her, I'm like, when's the last time you talked to him? She said this morning. I said, okay, what's the problem? And she goes, but Shayna, he hasn't texted me all day. I said, bitch, I wouldn't text you either. The dude is working. The fuck? And she was like, Shayna.
I
And I
don't
said,
know, Shaba. I
no,
kind of understand.
no. I don't understand that.
Okay.
Let people do what they got to do. They will respond when they can. Now, if you're going on day 2 and you don't hear from somebody, okay, then that's a little sketch. I'm
This
not
goes
going to
into
lie.
preference, though. This
But
goes into personal
no, listen,
preference.
yeah.
This is wait a minute. She's talking about a guy she's dating.
She was dating the dude and he literally responded to her that morning. And then if memory serves me correctly, there may have been maybe one more text like a couple hours after that, and then it was like 6 o'clock or something. She didn't hear anything from him. I'm like, he probably is still at work or he didn't get home yet. Let the dude like relax, man. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, wonder why. Like shit. I'm not going to be texting somebody all throughout the day. I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, unless I choose to. If I choose to, then okay, fine, whatever. But I don't have an expectation that I'm going to be texting somebody like all throughout the day. What the fuck? You're giving me a look. Is that weird?
No, I'm not giving you a look, and I see your compassion here. But also, listen, there's
Very
a little
single.
bit of
I'm very single. Maybe
no, no,
that's
no, no,
why.
no.
I
There's
don't
a little
know.
bit of anger to this, your undertone, your underbelly.
No, because I was like, she was questioning me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not your guy.
So
Like,
here's what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not your guy. Don't do it.
So, right, I when it comes to you and her, that's one thing that
Yeah.
I understand. But and
Okay,
this
talk to
is
me. Okay,
this
talk
is
to me.
parallel, but
Okay,
like
talk to me. Talk to me.
if she's used to getting a text message throughout the day from this guy and he goes a long period of time without texting her,
Okay.
it is kind of sus.
Okay, touche.
If they have created something where she receives text throughout the day and then one day he doesn't.
Okay, I can accept that. Maybe it was because I like it was a regular thing. Like there would be times where I would have to like
You're
not respond
you're
because
probably a
it was a
guy's
lot.
dream unless unless you're willing to send him colorful text messages throughout the day. But most
I
guys
mean,
are probably
I'll sprinkle it out, but I'm talking about like no here. Okay,
you
okay.
all know what I'm saying. She missed it.
I heard it. I was purposely trying to avoid that. But I will sprinkle it out throughout the day. But I mean, if you're expecting a text every hour on the hour, it ain't me. I'm sorry.
Unless you are over the moon about this person and then at which you are going to send a text message
I don't even think I would
every
every hour on the hour. I'm too busy. I can't at work.
You've
Like I
never
can't.
experienced it where you've ever texted somebody like a lot throughout the day?
Okay, a lot throughout the day, but not every hour on the hour. And I wouldn't be like upset if they didn't respond back like right away. Like people got shit to do, you
Gotcha.
know?
Gotcha.
You know? But I get what you're saying. Like I have throughout the day. I definitely have, you know?
Hmm.
Like a whole and then you look and you're like, "Oh my goodness, we've been literally texting all day." But I mean, it's spread out though. It's not like, you know?
Right.
And then I'm not sending and then here's the other part of that. I'm not then sending multiple messages because said person didn't respond right away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it goes back to like our conversation where people might feel a certain way about something, but just don't question me on it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Like
Right.
I got stuff to do.
Right. 100%. If this is not somebody that's like super close to you, like don't worry
Yeah.
about if you see me active now or not.
Well, I had to turn that off because then it got to the point where I would have like other people who would message me
When they knew you were
when
on.
they knew I was on.
You cannot bombard somebody. You
Yeah.
cannot, but unless you are in that inner circle
Yeah.
and it's something where you're like, yeah, dude, I want to talk, like, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes it'd be like you know, it could be a friend, which is fine or whatever, but then you'd have like that person you might be talking to or somebody that you're interested in and they're super not like inconsistent and it's 1:30 in the morning and they're texting you at 1:30 in the morning like, dude, bye. So I changed my status or I changed it so you can't see when I'm active or not active on Facebook because people don't need to know when I'm on there and when I'm not on there.
I can also tell you that you do not appreciate selfies in the same position. Don't spit out your drink. She just spit out her drink. Oh, can you hear her?
Dude, I was not expecting that. It was literally mid swallow. You can't do that stuff to me.
Shaba literally just had to.
Oh my god, I hope nobody could hear that. I held the mic away.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude, I literally was swallowing and then it came up my nose and then like it didn't go down the right spot.
Oh. Laugh until you cry.
Oh my
Laugh
god.
until you cry, or laugh until you dry heave or throw up.
Okay. You know what? Let's just talk about it. Let's just
Well,
talk
now
about
you
it.
have to explain it. These poor people are like,
Now
is
we,
she okay?
yeah, now we have to. You know why? Because
Oh, Shaba's just reading her library book real quick. Can
no,
you
I was
put your
checking the
library?
time.
I'm just.
So
Oh my god.
there's this guy that I knew. Always thought he was like a super nice guy, you know, wicked big sweetheart. And he had like reached out. We'd known each other previously. We used to work together somewhere, whatever. And so he had reached out. We started talking. Fine. And he was somebody that, you know, I would talk to like every day. And it was nice because he didn't feel like he was too clingy or anything like that. But it was like, you know, great conversation, whatever, back and forth. And he was somebody throughout the day, fine, no problem. And I remember as a pet would talk about him too. And everybody's like, oh my god, Shayna, like definitely give it a chance, whatever. Because you know I can be a stubborn asshole. So I was actually considering giving this guy a chance. And then he would send selfies every now and again. No problem. Okay, you send a selfie, great. Like whatever.
Would you send one back?
I think like depending on if I was doing something, I would or whatever. Like not a big deal.
If she was getting in the shower.
Dude, don't do it. Stop it. These people are gonna think something about me that's not true. Stop. So
You're part of survival management, and don't you forget it.
Dude, so he's okay, so fine. He's sending a selfie. So then it gets to the point where it's like multiple selfies, like throughout the day.
Like
And I'm
same
like,
position.
I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on? So he like went shopping one time and had taken a couple of selfies and had sent it. I was like, oh, that, you know, that's a really nice outfit. Like, whatever. Again, not thinking anything of it until the selfies continued, right? Remember, we had this conversation. So it was actually kind of irritating the fuck out of me. And then so I asked you guys about it, and I'm like, hey, Kate, hey, Jess, please like let me know the truth because I know you guys would be honest with me. Am I being a bitch or is this like a little different? And you guys are like, what? And I'm showing you guys the selfies, and you guys are like, Shabs. No. And I said, yeah. And then sure enough, as I'm showing you guys this, what does he do? He sends me a selfie, and it's like with an edited background. I'm like, what is going on? So then you guys are like, yeah, no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad it sent me. So then Justine's stepson comes, and we needed a guy's perspective. Like, do guys normally do this? Like, what?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, what's going on?
And what did he say?
He's like, no, that's just weird. He's like, no, Shabs, that's just weird. I said, okay. I'm like, I don't really know what to say because I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings, but I feel like I need to be honest. Like if you don't like something, you need to say that.
Yeah, and then we found out this guy's like a freaking serial dater.
Yeah. So we have to add that after. So then I send him a message and I say to him, I'm like, listen, like I'm glad that you know you enjoy, you know, whatever it was. It was very nice. It wasn't even mean. And I told him, I'm like, but the selfies are a little too much. And he's like, what do you mean? It's not even. What did he say? It's not even like the same. Whatever it was he said. And I am like, I understand that, but I'm telling you, I don't like being sent a bunch of selfies like that. That's just not what I like. And he was such a douchebag about it, remember? Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. It was great talking to you. I wish you all the best. And like, I removed him off of my social media because I'm like, this isn't going to work out. Like, this is not happening.
Ew.
And then we found out
basically this guy's like a serial dater, and he's on that Facebook page like, are you dating the person I'm talking, whatever that fucking page is called.
Yeah.
Um,
And a lot of women were bashing him.
yup, and I mean, like serial dater.
But here's the thing, it's not even that he's like going on all these dates. It's like, dude, people are trying to tell you things that they don't like. And I said it very nicely. I am a very nice, I try to be a nice person.
Was he
And
ever
you're
going
not
to take you out
listening.
on a date?
Yeah, but at the time I
But
was
he was probably
traveling.
talking to 100 other
He
women.
probably was, so who knows. But at the time, remember, I was traveling for
Oh,
that job. Remember?
yeah,
Yeah.
the one you hated.
Yeah, I fucking hated that place. But we won't talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that.
I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, so I was
Not talking about
commuting quite a ways away from home on a regular basis for months. But yeah, so no, but yeah, I'm like, dude, honesty is the best policy. Would you rather somebody talk to you and just not even like something?
Mayor of Cumberland
Oh,
Farms.
is he here?
He's leaving now.
Oh, what a butt.
Mayor of Cumberland Farms, in and out.
Oh, next time we see you, buddy, we're gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
But unless he just didn't see our cars here, that could have been it.
Well, you know what we could do? I don't even want to say it on this podcast, but did I ever tell you about what my brother's doing? So my oldest brother, the one who actually gave us this name, Fools, he told us we were two fools, which we are. Proud of it. Two average fools. TAF, TAF, two average fools.
TAF?
Part of the TAF club, baby. Two average
TAF?
fools.
That makes me think of Laffy Taffy.
And do the Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
Hey.
Candy girl. Shake your Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy.
What were we even talking about?
It went from the selfie dude to your brother to Taff.
Oh, because we were talking. Okay, so this is what my brother's been up to.
I remembered. Oh my goodness.
What?
My memory's been shit. Oh my god, I remembered.
You remembered what?
What we were talking about, bro.
Yo, put that. Shaba's giving me like the gun. She's making it almost like, and I don't think she realizes she's doing it. She's like pointing her fingers, making like a gun.
No, I did.
Yes, you did. It looked like this. So you do have you are a little bit hood. She's like 99% like professional, but there's that 1% hood in her. I have more hood in me, so. But she's literally pointing her finger gun at me.
I can't right now. I need some oxygen.
She really almost. First of all, she almost lost her lung outside the car. Thank you for opening the door, because if you threw up in this car, girl, one time.
I literally was sipping my drink, and all of a sudden, when you said that, it went up my nose and down my throat at the same time.
Okay, so my brother and my other brother actually do this too. And there's people around town, but they're carrying water guns.
Oh no, he's not back to that again, is he?
They never stopped.
Dude,
they never stopped.
I think we still have the girls big, they're like Nerf water guns. Those things are legit. I hope we still have them.
Shaba, nothing would give me more pleasure than to see you get JP right in the face, because then they would be after you.
Because he's dude, he is a savage. I'm afraid of your brother. He's like, an OG, man. I could see him pulling up in his Subi, man, rolling the windows down, and all of a sudden,
it can't be as easy as a minivan. Yeah, and usually he's got dick in the passenger side. Yeah, I guess this Richard. You know what? I wish I never knew. No, that didn't come out right. I love the Richards in my life. Oh my God. I'm so tired of Richard's nickname being Dick. That's what I've wanted to say my whole life. I think it's ridiculous. Couldn't it be Ditch? Why is Richard Dick? Why couldn't Richard be Ditch?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, how did
We might have to, you know what? We have to research how that name came to be, the nickname came
So
to
tired.
be,
I'm
and
like,
then that could be a next episode for people because I feel like inquiring minds want to know
Rich, like,
where did Dick originate from?
she's laughing. She's laughing her heart out.
Because I
Where
was
did
being
Dick come from?
serious.
I don't know. Maybe Adam. Maybe the good Lord above. You know, Adam was a dick. He probably had the first dick. He did have the first dick. Oh my God. I need not talk about biblical things that I know nothing about.
Oh boy.
But I don't like the nickname Dick.
I know.
And I also don't like selling cock either. And I'm so tired of I never call it cock anymore
Wait,
because
how do you pronounce it? Caulk or cock? Because isn't it CAULK?
that is correct. That
Who
is
says caulk?
well, I don't know, but
Did you see me going to Home Depot and being like, "Can I have some caulk, please?" I'd be like, "Can I have some caulk, please?" And then they'd probably look at me like, "The fuck is she? What?"
and it's not like you could say calc,
Yeah, I
caulk,
hate that word too.
caulk.
I'm right there with you. I hate that word.
I
Nobody
think you
can
need to
pronounce it.
you know what you need to do? You need to keep your tongue up when you're saying it to get the L. Caulk.
Caulk.
Oh my God, that sounds so flummy.
It did.
Do it again.
Caulk.
Caulk.
I'm still recovering
Can you
from
say
almost choking earlier.
Can you say Hulk?
Hold on, let me swallow. I'm done.
I just don't. I can't stand this girl. I can't stand this girl. What?
I can't stand myself either. Oh my gosh. I literally just needed to take a sip.
Can you just?
Oh my god.
Can you just sip your fucking drink, please? Please, Shaba, just sip the drink.
I gulped it, actually.
It's a big gulp.
Oh shit.
You guys, I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry.
I love that you guys put up with our bullshit.
Yeah.
And you'll spend 4 minutes in your car ride home or working out or going in the grocery store listening to these two stupid ass fools.
We did say we were taking our phone calls to the podcast.
And you're welcome.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Oh my God, Shabs. All right. Well, I don't even remember what we just talked about. No, I do.
It went from selfies to
Did we talk about Christmas
taffy or taff? To JP and the water guns.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
To Caulk and Dick. Or Dick and Caulk. Yeah, it's time. It's time. I think we need to start a new episode.
No, we're gonna start a new episode, you guys. Hopefully you can catch us in the next one. We have some great merch for sale, like really good quality, really good prices, available 24/7. twotalkingfools.com, and that's where the merch is going to be. And we're going to go to the next episode because we still got more to talk about, and we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.